Hello everyone, it is Terra Queen Jamila, aka High Priestess Jamila. Hello and welcome. I am here to do a I love you, I miss you, call me spell. Okay, so this is something that you can do, I would say, in addition to your love reunion work. You can also do this for anything. You know, if you want to hear from somebody, this is basically a call me spell. Now I'm going to be doing this one for love, and so I'm going to show you as much as I can because this is obviously private and confidential. This is actual real work, and I'm just really showing you the candle part of it. Okay, I'm just showing you the candle part of it. I've been doing rituals for the past couple of hours now, and so I've pretty much already called the quarters or the corners, called my spirits, invoked the goddesses, and in this case the goddess that I use for a lot of my love workings is going to be either Lakshmi or Aphrodite. Okay, so I've actually started working with Aphrodite again. I think I got kind of scared of love because of some of the things that were happening, and so, you know, I kind of strayed away from her. But so that's who I've been working with. And so right now, what you're gonna need for once you've done all of the meditation, and I've consecrated the candles, I do have a petition with the person's name written on it, and I also have a picture of the target. Okay, now I'm not gonna show you the picture, but you want a picture where you can either see their head, like their third eye, or either their throat or their mouth. And so what I would use for one of these would be a white candle, or either you can use black, but I would use white, and then also a red candle. Now you can use a larger red candle as well, because I actually do have some larger red candles, and I think instead of using the smaller ones, I will use the taller ones. So when you're working with candle magic, especially colored candles, especially with the color red for love, basically the red is going to help the person have courage. It's going to make them you know, want love. It's going to make them want you. It's going to basically like light a fire in them. And so I know that you guys are thinking, you know, this is terrible, because if a person wants you, you know, they're just gonna, but there are other circumstances that end up happening. There's third-party interference, there's other witches, there's hexes, there's the obvious, there's, you know, so, you know, and I give people a pretty good, I'm very upfront when it comes to my love spells as far as what, you know, the results that you're going to see. I can tell you exactly how long it will take, because it's going to be different, because it's going to depend on the situation. And typically when it comes to love work, you really want to remove the, whatever caused the hex to break the situation up in the first place. You want to deal with that, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. I opted to use this one instead of the smaller candle. So, or I could use both of them, but I just wanted to use 2 candles for this one, okay? So what I am going to do is, for this white candle, I am going to, if I am able to find my stuff, here it is. I am going to take both of these candles, and I am going to first wash them off with some basil water. Basil water has been extremely potent in my magical workings, and so I've inscribed in here, you know, call me, come to me. So I've actually inscribed that. Okay, and I'm I'm going to go ahead and rub this one down with the basil water as well. What this does is it washes the candle off really, really good. And you can also take some time to put your intent into the candle. This candle is going to be meant to touch the person's mind. So you definitely want to have a picture of the person and then also a petition. So the way that I am going to do this, let me go ahead and angle this downward so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And let me see here. Yeah, I've got a couple of oils here. I've got some love oil and some fire of love oil. I actually have some come to me oil somewhere around here. You know, I don't know exactly where I put it at this moment, so it will be fine with this Desire Me oil. So basically what you want to do is you want to write that person's name on here, and you want to write call me, 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 call me. So you just want to write call me or either come to me. You can write both of them. I've got it written 9 times, and I just kind of have it crossing the person's name. And so the first thing that you want to do is you want to get your candle ready. So I've already inscribed call me in it because that's my intent. What is the value in someone calling you? Because the voice is a love spell. So if a person just needs to hear your voice, possibly maybe something has happened, maybe you lost touch with a person. Okay, it is very easy to lose touch with people. Okay, so that's what this would be for. Okay, and maybe you really like that person and there's no one else within a 10-block radius that you want to touch with a 10-foot pole, you know. You know, maybe that's just how you feel at that moment. Okay, so I'm just putting these in here, and I am going to dress this particular candle with some eucalyptus and also some fast love oil. I'm going to use that too. You can use other oils that are really good for clearing. Eucalyptus is really good for clearing as well as healing. Okay, so I'm just going to drip this on here. And eye bright powder would really be good in this particular one, but you can also use copal resin. Okay, you can also use copal resin. Copal resin is really, really good for opening up those channels. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna grab my mixture of, I'm gonna grab my mortar and pestle. And I am going to make a powder mixture of dragon's blood resin, cinnamon, and horny goat weed. So I'm going to add the cinnamon in there because we're going to mix this up. And I got some ground cinnamon and cinnamon sticks in the same thing together. And where in the heck is my, here it is. We're gonna add a little bit of the horny goat weed to it as well, to this mixture. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix this up. Okay, so that's mixed up. And I'm just going to take that mixture and I'm going to dress my candle with it. I'm going to first make sure that I have some of the Fire of Love oil on it. I don't always like to get these oils all over my hands. They are very potent and your skin absorbs everything, believe it or not. So this is why I like to do it this way. And then I am going to take that powder mixture and I'm gonna coat my candle with it. At the same time, I've got hot coals going in my cauldron, and that of course is going to burn, and we're consecrating the candle. Okay, and then what you can do is chant that person's name. I've already charged these fully, chanting the person's name, saying call me, call me, call me. And you can put the same mixture on the white candle as well. Okay, so dragon's blood, cinnamon, and horny goat powder, horny goat weed powder. Okay, you can also use eye bright powder, in particular if you are doing work to hear back about a job or to, you know, so yeah, but you can also use that for love as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the petition and I'm going to fold it towards me. Okay, and if you're doing it yourself, then, you know, this is what you would do. If I were doing it for you, then obviously I would be, you know, using pictures to direct that energy towards you. Okay, so I am going to put, okay, give me a second. On top of there, and then what you want to do is you want to get a picture of the target, you know, and like I said, put the white candle over that person's face. So you kind of want, let me see if you guys can see how I'm positioning this. Okay, so this is the petition with the paper petition, and so we'll kind of partially put picture a little underneath it. And of course the picture, you can face the picture up for better visualization, and I will do that, but I'm not going to do that because we're on here. So I want to make sure, put the person upright. You don't want them to be upside down. Okay, so you want to put that over their third eye or either just their whole face. Okay, and you just want to light your candle. Want to definitely visualize the target calling the other target, or visualize the person calling you. Now I am listening to a Kundalini frequency at the moment, but there's actually another one. Give me a second. Okay, so this is a really nice frequency for Venus. So this is just a frequency that I listen to. It's a Venus and beauty and love and, you know, harmony frequency. And so at this point, you just want to let the candle do what it does. Okay. I always meditate a little bit and visualize, you know, what I want the outcome to be, or visualize the person calling you, visualize the person thinking about you, visualize the person wanting you. And you just want to really take the time to do that, honestly, because meditation is very important in this work. You know, and the longer you do it, the better. And when you're doing this kind of work to where you are sending messages to people, you definitely want to take some time, okay? You You definitely want to take some time to do this. This is why this kind of work is not cheap. Okay. So the red candle, like I said, is on top of the petition, and then the energy from the red candle is flowing into the white candle, which is on top of the person's third eye and throat. So it's going to communicate with them. It's a communication spell is what we're doing right now. And you're just saying to that person, come to me, call me. This is for, like I said, if something happens, if you've got some kind of circumstance going on. The most popular is other witches. Okay, which is why a lot of people say, well, don't tell nobody about what you do or what you have. And that's the truth, you know. However, you can't always hide it forever. You can't hide from your ex forever. You can't hide the truth from them forever. So it's better to just learn how to deal with it. And I think that, you know, lighting a couple of candles, now you do want to get down to the root of the problem as to what happened in the first place. So that's where, you know, I'll do a reading for you and I'll say, okay, I'll get that person connected with you, because, you know, hearing somebody's voice is an aphrodisiac. Okay? So, you know, getting them to call you can be very valuable, because what that does is that's leading them to you. Now, if they call you and they're rude to you, or they call you and they tell you that, you know, so then there may be something else going on in their life. It could be somebody doing some kind of spell work against you, against them. It's either going to be against you or against that other person. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know that frequency probably sounds kind of irritating to some people, but it's actually really, really feeding the candles for, you know, what it is that... And I do listen to frequencies very often during my spell workings. And a lot of the times with a communication spell working, I will also kind of switch back and forth between that and the telepathic, there's a telepathy frequency that you can actually use, okay, for this. And so that would be another one that I would use. And let me bring that up. And so that's pretty much the way that I'm going to work this one, is with the, because you're technically you're sending a telepathic message to a person whenever you're doing any kind of love work. You know, it's telepathy. So anyway, okay, I'm just trying to, yeah. So this is really, really good. And you can see the candles are really, the candles will start to respond. They'll respond to your frequency. And then I use my hands a lot in my workings as well. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Again, if you guys need to reach me, the link to my website is below. My consultations for spell work will be on sale until the day after Christmas. Okay, I'm running Christmas specials. Also, my spell work is up to 40% off, so you can either get 20, 30, or 40% off. Okay, nothing less than that. And then, what was I going to say? You guys can contact me about the 100 candle ritual. I already have the candles on their way, so things are moving very quickly, and I've got quite a few people that are already signing up, so thank you to those. You guys are going to really see the difference in the new year. And make sure that you really think about how much you put into it. So just go to my website, and it's under spells and rituals, my 100 candle ritual. Just go to like the 3rd page, and it's on my spells and rituals page of my website. Okay, all right, happy holidays to you guys. Love and light to you guys. I wish you guys healing and happiness. And if you guys need to reach me, you can contact me below. Okay, all of my contact information is below. Okay, including my phone number, 770-686-7461. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Namaste.